Hello and welcome to our Origami Frog video. So we're going to start off with a square base. If you don't know how to do that, check out our video on the square base. So first we open one of the pockets, the right pocket, and we're going to make a squash fold, just as we're showing here. So take your time doing this and crease well, flatten down this pocket. We're going to make a total of 4 of these squash folds. So when you're done with the first one, flip the paper over and do the same thing on the back side. So fold the pocket over like we're showing. Open it up with your fingers and then squash it flat. Again, take your time, make sure everything lines up well here and crease it nicely. Once you're done with the second squash fold, fold the paper over as we're showing here so you can get access to the third pocket. And open that up with your fingers. And again, make a squash fold. Since you've done it twice before, we're going to show this a little bit faster. So that's the third one. And now we're going to do the fourth of the squash folds. Okay, so pretty easy so far. The piece should look like this. And now we're going to start making some petal folds. So first you're going to fold the left and right sides to the center as we're showing here. And take your time and make sure everything is creased nicely. So once it's creased nice and sharp, you're actually going to unfold these. Now you need to get one of your fingers underneath the middle of the flap here and start folding that upwards. And you're going to use the creases you just made as a guide to help you do another type of squash fold. So you're going to move that flap all the way up and squash it flat. And this particular type of squash fold is called a petal fold. And we're going to do 4 of those. So this is the first one. And you want to crease everything nice and sharp. When you're happy with it, turn the paper over. Now we're going to make a petal fold on this side. So once again, fold the left and right sides in as we're showing here. And take your time and make sure it's creased well. Petal fold shows up in a few origami pieces, so it's a good thing to know how to make. So unfold the pre-folds and then fold the center up. And squash it flat. So not too hard to do. Once you've done it a few times, it becomes second nature. So crease everything nice and flat. Now 2 more petal folds. So you want to fold a piece in half lengthwise as we're showing so you can get access to those remaining 2 sides. And then we're going to speed this up a little bit since you've done this twice already. So here's the third petal fold. Okay. So flip over and then find the face to make the petal fold, and go ahead and do that. Okay, now you're done with all the 4 petal folds, and what you have now is called the frog base. Again, it's another base that's used in a bunch of origami, so it's a good thing to know how to make. But you want to fold the piece in half lengthwise, and what you're looking for, there's 2 flat surfaces. And you want the same on the front and the back, like we're showing here. So once you found the flat surface, then you're going to start doing some more folds. So you're going to fold the left and right parts of the top flap to the center line, as we're showing here. And the paper will be getting pretty thick at this point, so take your time with the creasing. So as sharp creases as you can make. Just like that, and when you're done, flip the paper over, and you're going to repeat those last 2 folds on this side. And then once you're done with that, you want to fold the paper lengthwise again on the front and the back to show the final 2 flat surfaces. And then now we're just going to repeat those folds we did, folding to the center. And flip over and do on the back side. So now your piece should look like this. And we're going to fold lengthwise again, front and back like we always do. And what we're looking for here is the two halves, bottom half should be separate like this. So now we've got something I like to think of a tadpole, but we're going to turn it into a frog. So we're going to start forming the legs, and first the front legs, and we're actually going to make reverse folds to form the legs. We like to pre-crease the legs before we do the reverse fold, so we're doing that here. So just make a very basic valley fold like that. And now open the flap and make an inside reverse fold. And if you don't know how to do reverse folds, you can check out our website or a video on reverse folds. So that's the right front leg, and we're going to do the same thing on the left side. So inside fold. And the rear legs, of course, we'll also do similar things. So we're going to pre-crease the right side and then the left side. now the actual inside reverse folds. So that was the right side. Let's do that on the left side. And your piece should look like this. So now each leg is going to need 2 more reverse folds. So make them the knee joints. For the front legs, you want to fold them out like this. Rear legs will go down and back. When you're done with the pre-creasing, then go ahead and make the inside reverse folds. So by now you should be an expert on these inside reverse folds, so we'll show this a little faster. Okay, so you're starting to look like a frog here now. We want to do the last 4 joints. So these are ankle joints. So again, you do inside reverse folds. So for the front legs, they'll go forward. Feet will go forward. For the rear legs, the feet will go out to the sides. Alright, we're almost there. So the next step is to inflate the body of the frog, and if you just blow into that hole, make a nice sharp short blow and inflate the body partially, as you can see here. This is actually upside down, so you want to have the front legs close to the surface. And then go ahead and shape the legs as needed so that all 4 legs contact the ground to make it look more realistic. You can curve them as much as you need to. Perfect. There you have it, the origami frog. Enjoy.